Hello viewers. It's your main man, the unstoppable Microsoft Sam, and today we'll get ourselves... Oh my lord. I did not realize how hungry I was before I got started in my next error episode, which is this video you're watching, after a whole month of chronic boredom with those pesky feds and cyber squads in standby in front of my property.
It's been 44 days already and we ordered you to go out of the house with your hands up.
And since when did those cyber squads tell me to get on with my meal, when I'm clearly their enemy? Maybe it must have been those plot holes or something. Besides, as I was saying, we're gonna get ourselves started in our second season's 4th episode of me reading those redonkulous Windows errors, 19th overall. So without further ado, let's get our videos started before MAX-TAC and the FBI become so done with waiting for over a month. The US government has declared young brands worldwide ban in Microsoft Sam from ever visiting all KFC locations unconstitutional, as that punishment at that scale can be considered cruel and unusual. Therefore, the range of the ban has been reduced to simply nationwide, Alaska and Hawaii included. McDonald's was similarly reprimanded and thus the scale of its ban had been reduced. Well, if things get any less expected than that, my so-called ban in me from ever visiting any McDonald's or KFC places have now been restricted to just across the US. There's some more. However, Microsoft Sam will still have to pay fines, now reduced to $750,000. Federal and MAX-TAC action is still in effect, since you still failed to pay the fine. Well, it's much better than paying $1.25 million in fines, but even that reduction is still inexcusable. So alas, I still have to deal with those feds and cyber squads, and I'm still so hungry from waiting a whole goddamn month on how this aftermath would turn out. Please call in some Domino's for goodness sake. Well, since Domino's is its own thing entirely, and not owned by young brands like Pizza Hut is, I'll quickly dial it in to make up for my empty stomach. Oh, that'll put me in defiance of young brands. Pizza swap.
Welcome, and thanks for calling Domino's. Right now we are currently busy at this time, but you're definitely first on the queue. Please remain on the line, and we'll be here to take your order.
Good lord, my poor old ears. At least it's not as eardrums hearing as that one time TGR became deafened by awful quality music, while trying to contact his bucket lawyers about the unjust treatment he, and the rest of us, had the misery of putting through. However, he has not disclosed anything about what happened, because obviously, he's still mad at me, even when over a month and a half had passed.
Thank you for your patience. We'll be right with you to take your order.
Oh come on. I thought my waiting time was over.
Hey, what's with all this awful noise? I can clearly hear this acoustic torture from downstairs.
Sorry Mike. It's just this crappy waiting music I had to sit through from Wendy's levels of lazy muddled customer service. 'Tis all.
I see, but who exactly are you trying to call in?
I'm getting myself Domino's. I'm so hungry from—
Thank you for your patience. We'll be right with you to take your order.
Really? You had to get someone here in the phone eventually. But as I was saying, I'm so hungry from waiting more than a month for that stand-up to die off.
Hungry? Stand up? Are you crazy, Sam? Why are you trying to order pizza when clearly there's lines of black SUVs, armored trucks and armed robots surrounding us from all sides? I mean, this is the worst possible time to have dinner here.
Thank you for your patience. We'll be right with you to take your order.
For crying out loud, just get on with my pizza already.
Sam, you pizza-hogging dingbat. Did you not realize that we're all in extreme danger in this kind of situation like this? I mean, you have an armory's worth of weapons. Go out on the front lines and shoot first, eat pizza later.
Well, what choice do I have? I haven't eaten anything and I want my pizza already.
Well, why not try eating your tacos from your dispenser here? It simply saves a whole—
Thank you for your patience. We'll be right with you to take your order.
Well, you know what? I don't even care anymore. Because you see, lady boy, time is money. Deal with it. Now get out.
You are so freaking hopeless.
Wow. Wow. Very rude of him. Anyways, I wonder why they have to repeatedly stop the music to say they'll be here for my order, when they clearly aren't. This isn't musical chairs, the mind-numbingly boring edition.
Thank you for your patience. We'll be right with you to take your order.
See what I mean? They had to keep on doing this. Like, every 24 seconds. They tell us they'll be here, when they aren't. I mean, what's even going on at their end? You know what? I'm gonna skip ahead to the next error, because my pizza is taking much longer to get here than what I wanted. Forget real money, just try earn yourself some extremely valuable NFTs and cryptos. Bruh, NFTs are a huge fucking problem and not many people realize the severe repercussions those types of cryptos have. PGR, see.
Don't speak to me, Sam. I'm still very disappointed in you for getting ourselves in serious trouble with KFC, and by extension, Yum Brands, and now we still have to deal with the usual wanted level bullshit for not having the budget to pay that ridiculous fine.
But TGR, that error message that I got was meant for you, and unsurprisingly it was trying to coax you into doing NFTs and cryptos, okay, two of the scummiest methods to earn money in recent times.
Not even friggin' shocked that even errors would try to harass me into doing scummy methods I would seriously never do. That's how I call NFTs no fucking tips, and cryptos virus dollars, because both of those methods will all give you viruses which will most definitely include Bonzi Buddy, CIH, and shit tons of ransomware files that will completely destroy your finances and become forever ruined. That's how bad no fucking tips and virus dollars are.
For me, I'd simply call NFTs, not fun tickets. Enough said.
Windows has decided to give you the helium treatment, since you have been off the PC for a long while. Enjoy being an absolute squeaker. XD face. What in the absolute fuck have you done to my voice? Just change my voice back or I swear to God, I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
Friggin' deserved it for calling me a ladyboy nonstop, Mr. Squeak Man.
This is not even funny at all, Mike. Not funny at all.
This floppy contains an entire marathon of Motor Week from 1993 to 1998. Prepare for some automotive nostalgic goodness. Oh, I would like to watch an entire marathon of 90s Motor Week. I unfortunately have to hold off from such an occasion, because obviously, the still angry feds and MAX-TAC agents still waiting for me. So unfortunately I have no time to watch anything. Moving on to the next error lol. We finally got this error out as fast as we could. Oh. Well, gee, thanks. Oh, I do have to say, its graphics in this current state are a total bruh moment, needs some serious polishing, and overall my first impressions with this error are pretty underwhelming at best. Unfortunately, any video game being released half-baked by big developers has become an all too often of an occurrence in today's Orwellian society, where they'll most likely get review bombed and most likely end up in a negative light by the Mirrorhees community, thus preventing me from enjoying any games that I want to try out. So thanks a lot disgruntled gamers, now I'll never know what new content has for me in store. That's just pretty sad.
At least many video game developers are not as scummy as what many people claim to be. As a matter of fact, they do release pretty big updates that are mainly about bug fixes into trying to keep many of those new games quote-unquote up to code with today's industry standards. I mean, there are people working around the clock to make any video game as enjoyable and with as minimal bugs and glitches as possible. Otherwise, them being on crappy video games with it, like you said, would definitely be under MAX-TAC's discretion to blacklist it from even owning it, depending on how much hate it has gotten on their release.
Would you mind not rubbing that in? It'll only make me continue on with my so-called entertainment purge that's been going on for a couple years now.
But I'm just stating the facts, Sam. Please don't get so agitated this way.
I guess you're right. How many games today have become underwhelming to the point some have to be blacklisted by MAX-TAC from owning it? They will at least get massive bug fixes to resolve those glaring issues gamers have been complaining about, at the expense of releasing no new content at all, which is incredibly boring. So I'm just gonna stick with what I currently enjoy the most, probably online, because spaceships for the win.
Hey, I thought you were staying away from video game news.
I am. It's just this error has popped up into making me talk about this absolutely sore topic that most likely put me ill at ease, emotion-wise.
Oh, that kind of conversation.
Let's hope that topic doesn't result in a major incident where we'll most likely get into huge trouble with wanted levels. Not that we are already in trouble with the FBI and MAX-TAC for our prior legal trouble with Yum Brands due to our experience with KFC.
Speaking of which, I'm still disappointed with Sam's irresponsibility in letting my Windows Boom Cafe business condemned by what you said, Rafflebot.
It's not my fault that I have been put through awful customers in the amount of fast food chains I've been put through. You know what, I'm gonna end the topic here, because I just wanted to get to the next error, goddammit. Nuke the moon. Sad chance, cause can't even set off nukes. I know it's cliche, but I hope I didn't jinx. Great news, Windows has now moved to 64-bit graphics. Now you can run all kinds of 64-bit programs. Seems like a pretty dodgy proposition. On the other hand, Windows 11 is going strictly 64-bit, which is pretty limiting, considering some of the programs are either 86-bit or 32 bits. So, 64-bit errors are a massive bruh moment for me. Next please. There's one file that has been causing all those errors, Microsoft Sam.exe. Click OK to delete this virus. Okay, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold the hell up. Never freaking dare delete me off the freaking computer, you stupid ass error. I'm the almighty Microsoft Sam. I cannot be deleted off from my very own computer I'm using, because this does not make any sense whatsoever. So this error that told me to delete myself should seriously need to fuck off for all I care. Next. Windows has detected that you haven't made any Halloween specials, any holiday specials, New Year's specials or any other holiday video. Failure to make any of the following specials will crash your PC. So what? I haven't had the time to make any of those specials, except for my Thanksgiving one where Strong Bad was the narrator. Halloween videos are what I have to be at, but each time I miss out on that opportunity, Bonzi would always say he's ready for it, even though that Halloween was already over. So, since this is 2022 now, it's not even Halloween yet. Christmas videos are what I haven't done either. It's mostly Mia's opening presents anyway, but even still, that was a missed opportunity for me. So I'm gonna wait 318 days until that time, or 5,432 days, if we're considering waiting for Aquafus to kill us all. And New Year's? Sadly, I've missed out on that. Maybe until next year, when I'll get that chance. So Rafflebot, we haven't done any holiday specials at all, except for that Thanksgiving one we did. Any reason behind such missed opportunities?
It mainly has to do with time constraints and our severely limited studio budget, especially the latter.
Oh wow, that's basically a massive bruh moment. Shmug. Due to Bonzi's meddling, he has accidentally deleted all your progress in EVE Online and replaced it with educational games. Please choose any one of the listed games to continue. Goddamn it, Bonzi, who gave him any permission to sneak onto my computer, fucked up my EVE Online character into getting me killed by Concord and then delete my character, because he thought he has broken the virtual law in space. I'm very scared that he has also deleted all of my Omega content. So now thanks a lot Bonzi, I'm not gonna waste $75 more in getting my Omega back, as well as waste many more weeks in trying to get myself back to mining barges, specifically my precious retriever, because maximum more hold to earn me the most hesk. Enough of me mourning over the loss of my hard-earned EVE Online progress due to Bonzi's bullshit. Let's take a look at those pathetic cast choices. What the absolute hell? Dark Souls, Marvel Edition. Throw this potentially overrated try to the realm of irrelevantness, because there's still too many Thanos simping still pissing me off into getting me in huge trouble with wanted levels. But since I've mentioned about this predicament I'm in enough times in one video, I'm not gonna repeat myself. Bubsy 3D? Oh, hell to the fucking no. This is one of the stupidest video games I ever had the displeasure of hearing about, and that's before all of this drama about the Clownfest. Made me quit in most modern video games, so alas I repeated myself on my self-imposed entertainment purge. And finally, Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. Not even interested in playing it right now. TGR has been getting into Oddworld stuff a whole lot, and even told me in extreme detail about the Abe timeline. Heck, he even has plans on playing the entire Oddworld series up to new and tasty, because apparently, Soulstorm is considered too dark for him to play, and thus ineligible to be included in his Oddworld canon. But for me, like I said, I have no interest in playing Abe's Exodus at this time. Overall, most of those choices are pretty terrible, except Abe's Exodus, because that's TGR's thing.
Hey, wait a minute, why would Bonzi think it's a good idea to include my favorite video game in this error?
Beats me.
Actually, I kind of ran out of ideas about which game I'm gonna put in.
Seriously? Why do you have to be that lazy, Bonzi? Was gonna expect a super confusing game, but nope, you stole TGR's favorite thing and tried to include it in those choices you put in. That's an absolute all-time low for me. Next error. Pick any of the following girlfriends you want to go out with. Why tell me that? Those choices are suspicious as all hell. Mary's out of the question, because she's my sister, and MAX-TAC has an ultra-strict zero-tolerance policy against incest, which is one of the few things I can agree with. Incest is freaking dangerous and will most likely get you in huge trouble in the end. Cecily's also out of the question, because she is a close friend of TGR's, and by extension, the leotard girl I have to look after in case there's danger trying to harm her. No one is taking her away from us, because her computer skills prove to be invaluable in knowing when to deal with wanted levels or monsters trying to kill us. Last, and definitely least, Emma is also out of the fucking question, because she still hates me for sending her to the Phantom Zone that one time, when I was going to shit at the time like some Lost Invaders in episode. So fuck off with this girlfriend error, that first option will most likely kill me. Leaving this to the realm of irrelevantness and moving on to the next error. Yabba-dabba-swore. Watch out. Bonzi has a gun. Wait. What? Bonzi has a gun? Hey, put that down. It's very dangerous.
Absolute gem.
Oh, my TV. Bonzi, put it away or you'll end up in huge trouble. I can't have you end up like Petey at all.
Wait, what? Holy crap, what was I doing? I'm so sorry about your TV. I thought it was going to be some Nerf gun.
Well, you shouldn't be playing around with very real guns at all. Only I would use them to fend off monsters and the like. Don't ever do that again. Okay, good. I better move on, before things could get any worse. I am a car. Honk honk, assholes. Did you know that hard drives can't survive being smashed by a single hit? Oh sure thing, hard drives can't survive being smashed. I'll show you. Here, done and done.
Hate breaking it to you, but the hard drive you smashed was your external drive. That's where most of your tacos, IFVs, tacos and pepperoni pieces were.
The absolute fuck. Absolute bacon. Been a while since I last heard of bacon. But seriously, bacon of all things? What a bro moment.
Bacon, miss me bacon.
Excuse me, but I last saw you back when I was at KFC, before I got fired, banned and then slammed with legal action and a massive fine none of us had the budget to cover, so it's much too soon to be missing you.
Then that's absolute bacon.
What's the best museum you ever thought of? No, not UMSI. That's my favorite museum and now they had to grade that out for me. That's just so lame. At least the LOL Museum wasn't affected, because that's my second best museum to go to, after UMSI that's been taken away from me. The way, how they thought of that was. It's a massive bro moment. Alert, sensors have detected a pair of imps trying to infiltrate your home. Eliminate them immediately. Already on it. And this will be pretty easy, since these ground fireball drone shits hardly register as a threat to me all. Took care of that imp problem. Teams aren't the only ones you've faced. A pinky demon has also been detected. So, the challenge has been stepped up. Come and fight me hellspawn, but I'll never go down at all. Ever. Well, there's one problem. This is hardly even a challenge for me, because you know, I have acquired all the firepower necessary to handle most of the threats I've encountered over the years. I think it's about time MAX-TAC will make a move to breach in, because I'll only wreck their shit even further. MAX-TAC has unveiled a new line of robots designed to handle threats in situations where T-Rexes are either too costly or unavailable. The Intel series of tracked vehicles. High penetration weapons recommended. I knew MAX-TAC would send something heavily armored after me. Well, it's gonna take much more than MAX-TAC's worst Bradleys to kill me, so far.
Well, this is only the beginning. We're still waiting for you to come out with your hands up. Don't make any attempt to resist.
Whatever, because I'm still gonna kick your ass no matter how much you see me as a cyber psycho. No BS about it. At this point, any and all New Year's are going to be really terrible. Well, I missed out on New Year's Eve, like I've mentioned before. It's in our best interest that we better think positive about any New Year's we'll go through, hoping it'll be better than all those previous years that had the infamy of keeping up the streak of being, well, outright terrible. You know, all those world problems and the painful stagnation of modern entertainment since 2016. Well, I hope 2022 would break that streak, even though we're already a month and a half through the year so far. Alas, I can't even go through my year without encountering any goddamn problems. Despite this, I still have high hopes that 2022 would be better and break this heinously god-awful stupid streak. End of discussion. Don't forget to turn in your firewall. This is fine. Seriously, you need to stop drinking so much Pepsi in one day, you fucking slouch of a couch potato. Either cut it with the Pepsi, or you'll risk diabetes. So what? Pepsi was, and still is, my favorite brand of soda to drink, so why do you have to bring up diabetes in front of me? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm a goddamn computer, meaning only malware can harm my systems into making me insanely impaired, so your warning about the risks of drinking too much pop into being threatened with diabetes will not work on me anyway. This error has been corrupted by the chronic boredom virus. Duh, no shit Sherlock. Now this video had to be delayed for another week or so, and TGR is growing increasingly impatient in when will it come out.
God fucking damn it, Sam. Stop breaking the fourth goddamn wall, you taco-hogging repeat offender.
Says a whiny lady boy who has proven time and time again he's a feminine fourth wall defending Karen.
Why do you have to keep on insulting me like that? I mean, this is not even fucking funny anymore, you mean gender-bending asshole.
Typical lady soft mic. He never knows when to stop talking like one. Of course, the show must continue on or those feds, cybers and robots move in for the arrest. Not that I have repeated myself more than once, so let's try make things less repetitive for now. Special fortune, you will become a world-class professional error reader. Are you sure? Sounds quite like a stretch, don't you think? I bet 99.9% of people knew about me reading those irritating errors and the occasional dumb and ridiculous signs I sometimes had to put through. So that's pretty mundane at best. Windows could not detect your mouse, and thus it cannot work properly. To fix this hardware issue, please restart Windows. Okay, hold up, why would my glorious XP fail to detect my mouse I use? I mean, the mouse is the most important part of the computer needed for cursor movement, and now I can't even move it around at all. Oh wow. Just wow. I have never felt so disappointed about my mouse being unrecognizable. And sorry, I can't restart my computer right away, because it's gonna take a quarter of an hour for my computer to get back up to speed once it's done restarting. It's a painfully long wait for me, especially if I had to wait for that McAfee message to pop up for me to close out, which only then would I get right along into using it. And cats. I have no time for that, because all of us are still in serious danger, like what you see, or heard, since it's mainly stills, when I'm reading those imps, a pinky and the cybers Anvil tank. Come to think about, I'm still at war. It never changes. Like, at all. War! Okay, enough shiggles, let's move right along. Seems like this is going to piss someone off who's a fan of Oddworld. I hope the serious Sam that's myself doesn't get involved. TGR, you better take a look at this, and I'm afraid it's something that's against what you stand for.
Oh come on, really? I'm starting to get real tired of people trying to insult my passions.
I think that error message was for you to read.
Okay, fine, let's get down to business. Your Oddworld obsession sucks. Forget new Dawkins, we're gonna sign you up for Fortnite. Have fun with trying to survive no-scoping snipers and angry squeakers. Evil smiley face. I'm not at all fucking shocked that this horrid ass error would think it's a good idea to insult my passion for Oddworld. I mean, I have a fan story for Oddworld going on, and I have voiced everyone featured in that mod my buddies over at the Oddworld community are working on.
At least you have kept your cool throughout that ordeal, unlike me, who yours truly tends to rant and rave a lot about the silliest of things.
Now next time, if they were to ever talk shit about my Oddworld passion again, then so help me I'm so gonna kick their fucking asses.
I really do hope you don't get angry as easily as I am. Windows parental control has completely denied you access to all your vault's worth of tacos, highway cookies, Takis and pepperoni pizza, since Windows has detected that you have been hogging them all up and never ever shared those to anyone. But those foods are my absolute favorites for fuck's sakes. As per parental control settings, you can only eat the following foodstuffs listed below. Failure to do so will have all your parental locked foods seized by MAX-TAC. Don't ever fucking dare go anywhere near my fucking tacos, goddamn snoopers. All of those choices are fucking bogus. Bacon should just go to the friggin' realm of irrelevantness for all I care, since bacon is so goddamn dedicated to that mundane as hell meat product. Ass crackers, just give that shit to Petey, because he freaking deserves that disgusting excuse for saltine crackers for putting everyone in danger with his stupidly hazardous advices. Thank God MAX-TAC has thrown him in prison, where he'll never terrorize everyone again. And strontium gruel, that irradiated mush should just get a worst food award for being that radioactive and poisonous. Everyone would be all going when they eat that shit. Overall, a fucking disgusting menu. I'll pass. All of your PC's databases and your raffle unit have been linked to Rafflebox 5 to ensure MAX-TAC can't take hold of our information. Oh, really? No ran error? That has just broke our tradition.
Don't ever think about breaking the fourth wall again.
Mike, this is extremely important. This error is informing me, and the rest of the WMC staff, which is basically me, Rafflebot, TGR and Sicily, that we're about to receive an uplink from Rafflebox 5, which is basically our master control terminal.
Wait a minute, who?
It's a master rifle unit that's owned by me. He's going to send us an urgent message regarding our situation we are currently in, and we know we are surrounded by the FBI and MAX-TAC.
Hold on, I have just received a transmission from Rufflebot 5. Opening the channel now. Hate breaking it to all you guys, but Rufflebox has declared this part of the town as no longer safe to stay for any longer, so we all have to fly over to the designated rendezvous point, which is highly classified.
Do you know what this means, fam? We are gonna be having no choice but to temporarily relocate our studio, until things get sorted out.
Wait, so this means we are gonna have to leave everything behind. But what about my Testarossa?
Not everything will be left behind though. My Juke Rafflecopter will transport your Testarossa over to the rendezvous point Rafflebox has set up. I can't give you any details who we'll be meeting with, since that information is highly classified. I'll only tell you when we get there.
Do I get to keep all my weapons anyway?
Well, since we are all in extreme danger in getting wasted by those feds, cybers and robots, your expertise in weapons will be our best hope in getting them off our tail when we had to depart.
So, in this case, I'll definitely take this as a yes. So... Let's all make a run for it. You guys go. I'll catch up.
Units take extreme caution. Dangerous cyber psycho Microsoft Sam may have experimental weapons. Lesser extreme force when necessary. HQ is at Stryker 12 line from suspect has been sighted in now.
Snipers aboard helicopters should just fuck off for all I care. More of those freaking cyber and reps.
Everyone get on. We have to get to the rendezvous point to regroup.
Wait a minute, what about Sam? He's still out there.
He stood behind to fight off MAX-TAC to ensure our escape.
But he's gonna get killed out there. I can't lose my brother like this even when he teases me.
I don't want to lose him either, but we need to leave town if we ever want to escape this mess. There's no time to pick up Sicily or fire either. We better get going.
Alert, federal agents and cyber operatives inbound. They likely spotted us.
Box, close the rear end.
Crisis averted. Now flying to designated rendezvous point.
Okay, good. Now we're finally getting to somewhere.
Alert. 3 locations detected. All MAX-TAC area missions.
Not even goddamn shot that we still can't catch a break yet.
Someone has to man one of those 7.62mm machine guns to get both interceptors off us, but Sam's not here with us.
Damn it. Without Sam, our defense has become severely compromised. Mike, you're the next most able person to man the guns.
Wait, you're asking me to fight those aircraft? No way, I'm not gonna do this. But Mike, this is an extremely urgent situation. You're the next person to fight those threats for us. You're our best friend for us this time.
Please do it for us, if we want to get out of this mess alive.
You know what? Fine, if it's like I have much of a choice anyway, guess I'll have to do it anyway. For all of us, our safety out, and for Microsoft Sam.
Come get some.
I saw it.
I think that's the last of them, right?
All areas in immediate area are now eliminated. Resuming normal navigation operations.
This means our airspace has been cleared of those MAX-TAC drones, so we'll be on our way to our rendezvous point safely. In the other hand, I do hope Sam is okay down there.
The absolute fuck is wrong with you people. You think you wish I had President Snipers would all go after me dead or alive, all because of a fine I got from damaging KFC's reputation. I mean, come the fuck on. Do some better things than which hunt me together.
Send enemy reinforcements. Military assistance is about to arrive. Cyber Psycho is still at large.
Of course, they didn't whistle and went ahead in calling in the cavalry. Well, freaking then, no more Mr. Nice Guy. If it's me you want, then I'm gonna go completely commando in all our guts. Let's freaking go!
Command, target Tango binary has been located. Engaging them.
Is there any more you could throw at me?
This is Linebreaker Kilo Papa Niner. Unauthorized Tango binary's current location. Expecting heavy resistance. Stop resisting.
Fuck off already. If this mess keeps up for any longer, then so help me I'm going to be so friggin' serious. For now on, I'm now Serious Soft Sam. Or just Serious Sam, I don't care.
Command, this is Falcon 34 Alpha Oscar. Applying aggressive force onto Tango binary. Engaging them. Command, retreating to fallback position. Tango binary is experimental. Holy shit, he's about to fire. Taking a base.
army has brought in those new Stryker Dragoons, perfect for it, and grapplers are either too costly or unavailable. Well, so long, glorified boy stuff.
I need an accurate status on Microsoft SAM for goodness sakes. Captain, what's Tango primary status? Colonel, intel report states that Tango primary is still active and continues to resist our efforts to pacify the situation as we speak. God damn it. Inform the tank platoon about their ETA and have them hurry up ASAP. On it, sir. Of course, General's coming.
Colonel, status report.
Hate to say this, but my men are getting enough progress in pacifying that terrorist situation even with assistance from elite law enforcement. Tango Primary has continually resisted our efforts in trying to put him in custody, and one of my platoons has yet to reach his current location.
Well, that's a shame. I can't let that wacko Microsoft boys run around the streets endangering our country. I need actual confirmation in bringing him down, dead or alive.
Sir, we're doing our best in trying to stop Sam from endangering more lives. It's my responsibility as a brigade commander to ensure safety of our people from domestic and extraterrestrial threats.
The safety of American people from terrorists and aliens is also my responsibility, but I have to be straight to the point about it when it comes to dealing with major threats like Sam and those monsters. Anything to say, Colonel?
My apologies for my sudden outburst, sir. I've been having a lot of stress lately.
We all have a lot of stress here, Colonel. We all do, so no need to worry.
Sirs, I'm on platoon leader's channel, but we've been getting a lot of interference here. It's some sort of signal intrusion or something.
You sure about that? Explain the interference in our communications.
The interference we've been getting happens to be an alien signal, and I'm afraid it sounds like their intentions are extremely hostile. You better take a listen. Any comment about that hostile alien transmission?
The aliens will soon regret coming to Earth for declaring interstellar war upon us. Get yourselves prepared, people. Things will only get uglier from here on.
This is Line Breaker Kilo Papa Niner relaying a message to Brigade HQ. Please respond.
We can now hear you loud and clear, Kilo Papa Niner. Colonel's orders are to ask you what is your ETA to Tango Primary.
You're about to arrive at Tango Primary's current location in no more than 30 seconds.
10-4, but refrain using your main gun until it's absolutely necessary.
Copy that, HQ. We're moving in now.
Mouse wants sound.
Line Breaker Kilo Papa Niner to Brigade HQ. Target Tango Primary has been spotted. Secondary weapons ready.
An Abrams tank. Took them long enough to find me. Wait a minute, I have a little idea.
Primer stop. Primer stop. Tango Primary's attacking. Engage suppressive fire. Damn it, he's on top of us. We're about to be hijacked. It's him.
Wait a second, what are you gonna do to me? Please don't kill me.
I'm not here to kill you, just wanted to take your ride. It's nothing personal. Well, guess I'm now off. With my very own tank. Toodles borrow.
God damn it. Brigade HQ, our tank has been reported stolen. Now all of us are gonna get wasted along with my platoon.
Your fellow platoon sergeant, take over Demise for the time being. Get that stolen tank back. Green light for coming days. With main guns, Tango Primary has been reported stealing a tank. Disable it when necessary. Your
Since I'm now in a tank, I must fight my way out of this murder fest to catch up with the others before they think I'm dead. Made the same mistake that PD has, but this is for the best if I want to get the hell out of here. Thinks I may have sensed some T-Rexes. Of course, they had to set up a roadblock way in front of me. Unless I sneak around them and shoot them from behind. That'll be my plan I'd be going for. Okay then, that's a problem less for me. Okay, whoever hit me with a tow missile should definitely get their ass kicked. I bet there's many more of those misguided soldiers and cybers still out there trying to kill me. This is General Stone to all remaining forces still operating in urban warfare. Forget about Microsoft, Sam. We're starting to have bigger problems on the way, and we're warned of large numbers of bogies closing on us. Redirect all forces and load alien combatants instead. Otherwise, retreat to fallback position and await further orders. End of line. Not even friggin' surprised that General Stone has issued a full retreat, because I knew I'm not expecting those headless freaks, brownies, clears, wearables and brainwalkers coming for me. I must get going. And of course, a beautiful sound of the all-too-familiar screaming of kamikazes. Now this is getting serious. Really? Another two-parter? And do I really have to end this off in a cliffhanger? Way to friggin' go, Golden, in putting everything at pause before I even reached the climax of this whole mess. Enough of me bitching, we better cue the outro, because this video has gone long enough. Yabba dabba swore. I believe this is all what we have time for today. My apologies that my video I've been working on has taken me so long to make. You know, this whole COVID shit I got that has significantly delayed my progress for 2 weeks. I mean, my taste was so impaired, I've been coughing so much, and had serious problems with my ears, to the point my hearing pitch has become so unbearably high that everything I hear has been put through a PAL analog format. It's just so miserable that any and all music that I heard now had to be disgusting, before I finally got better. It's just not even fun to have at all. Overall, this video I made is meant to be a fairly huge follow-up of me not understanding anything, which then got me fired and banned from KFC as a character. Enough dilly-dallying. I hope you all enjoyed my first part of my long-awaited 4th episode of the 2nd season of me reading Windows errors, 19th overall, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Cheerio.